Hello World All Day friends and fans. We find ourselves today in a beautiful environment in the Rip Van Winkle Forest, and I've got my friend BelleAnne Curry here, and she's about to teach me about a very important historical type of doll.
Yes.
That I do not know much about, and I'm intrigued. What can you tell me?
Today is your lucky day. I just came from the gorgeous Grovian Doll Museum. There are fabulous and wonderful French dolls and German dolls and fashions and beautiful things. Well, they're missing something there, and I would like to talk to you today about this item, and it is the history of the damn trolls. So we would like to start with the story, a quick story of, well, what's a troll? And they have been around in Norse culture for years. Stories, sitting by the fire, talking to the children, cautionary tales, and discussing do's and don'ts. Or the troll is gonna get you.
I could have used one of those with my kids.
That's right.
Yeah.
I could have used a real one that came out of the closet. I think every culture has trolls, but this troll, the trolls were horrible creatures. They were giant. They were smelly. They ran after people. They were shift shapers and changers. They had tails. There's stories of trolls nabbing little children never to be seen again. There's stories of trolls transforming into beautiful brides and marrying a wonderful unsuspecting farmer in the church. And her tail fell off, and all of his life he was plagued with this horrible, evil woman disguised.
So this is what you're going to be showing us?
The first trolls I'm going to be showing you are, here we have our example. Let's get a close-up. This is a knife-formed troll. This troll comes from Norway.
They've been making over here.
Yes, they've been making trolls since the 1960s.
You can get that tag.
It's a type of a resin that they make these trolls out of. This one has, I'm not sure if it's human hair or horse hair, and it falls out if you touch it, so we're not going to bother her too much. But this is the typical origin of what we would think about when we saw a troll. This isn't someone you want to answer your door to.
So when does this date from?
This troll is probably from the 1970s. They came in a variety of sizes, and if I'm not mistaken, someone will have to correct me here, they're still making them. They're highly collectible. They can get quite large and quite tiny.
And what kind of price range did these sell for?
I would say anywhere. You can pick them up on different sites, anywhere from $20-$40 to $200, $300, $400.
Oh, so there's some value in these things.
There are some value in these things. Just look for, well, I don't believe this one is marked.
Hey, her feet are dirty.
Oh, they're filled. Well, she's been walking around in the bottom of the forest looking for unsuspecting people.
Are the eyes glass?
Yes.
Oh, eye. She only has one.
Well, she only has one. Yeah, I think this one has a glass eye. I'm sure they use whatever's available glass. They started out with glass eyes or plastic. But what I love about these is that these are the real, true ideas of what a troll is from Norway.
Oh, and that went on from there.
That's right. And now it goes on from there.
So, BelleAnne, you've been talking about these trolls and the history of them, and frankly, they're kind of scary and ugly, and I mean, why would I or any other person want one of those
You were not the only person that thought that way. In the early 1900s or late 1800s, I forgot and didn't look up the date, Thomas Dam was born in Denmark, which is the northern part of Denmark. He came from a long line of fishermen and hard-working, hard-scrapping people that tried to rub two nickels together and take care of their family. When he was a little boy, he would sit and listen around the table to the stories of these horrible, evil, awful trolls. And he thought to himself, if there are evil, horrible trolls, are there not good trolls? Trolls that are kind and nice to children.
Oh, I'm on board with that.
He went to school. He was a poor student. He loved to whittle, do woodworking. He loved to draw, and he was noticed by his teachers. But he grew up, and he had to help take care of his young family, his wife Betty, and he had 2 children, a boy and a girl, and he had to work for them. And he got a job as a baker. One day at Christmas, he realized he did not have money to pay for his daughter's present. And he whittled and thought and whittled and thought and came up with a little creature with a broad nose and a happy face, and he topped it off with Icelandic sheep mohair that was prevalent and still prevalent in the area. And he gave it to his daughter. Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday. Sometimes the stories differ on the internet. Her daughter showed her friends, and it took off. The troll was born.
Oh, to have that first one.
Oh, to have that first one, the whittled wood troll. And he took his trolls, he began whittling for the other children, and then he realized, I have something here better than baking. And he opened up a little shop. He went from city to city and opened up a small little kiosk, and they came and they began buying. And he really realized this was growing and becoming something very, very exciting. He began manufacturing the trolls in Jø, and they were initially made out of rubber. And they deteriorated very quickly. They did not last.
So those are not around, really?
Well, I actually have seen a couple on the internet. One of them was in very bad condition, and then the second one, I believe, was actually made in vinyl, because PCV and vinyl, you know, the future's in plastic, baby.
Yeah.
That quote there. So he began manufacturing and making the trolls. So we want to show you, these are original 1960s dam trolls that were made in Denmark by the Thomas Dam Company. And I'll start with my personal favorite. This is an original tailed troll. So
What's the tag say on there?
Well, let's see here. This was, I don't know that he came, now he does have his original burlap outfit. And I see these with this
says good luck.
Yeah, so he's a good luck troll. He is marked on the feet, Damn Things 1965.
What is this that he has in the back here?
He is the tailed,
oh my God, look at that.
And endeared by the troll collectors, tailed troll. He has the big pointy ears, he's got glass eyes, he has Icelandic mohair.
So soft.
It is. I mean, unfortunately for the sheep, at the peak of production, I don't know how many sheep were used for these projects, but they were just the best thing for these trolls.
Are there any other marks?
No, let's see. He's on his feet. That's about it. He's from
what year about?
It says 1965. I actually thought they were a little earlier, but 65. They came in 3 sizes. He's about 6 inches tall. Then there was a 3-inch and a 2-inch. And if you find one, this is very good luck for you, because they're harder to find. They did not make them for long, probably because the tail out of the mold was very problematic.
I mean, are these valuable?
They can be quite valuable. Some of these tailed trolls, it all depends if you've got 2 bidders really after it and it has original mohair, which that's something else I can talk about. The prices can range anywhere for a guy like this, $300, $400, $500, $600.
Oh, that's not cheap.
No, that's not cheap. So that's a nice thing for people to look out for.
He's wonderful.
Isn't he great? Isn't he great? And I'm going to show you guys these.
Oh, his head turns.
He has a little head turns. Oh, yeah. Oh, this one is the Scandia house. I'll put her down. These are your quintessential trolls.
Are these damn trolls also?
These are absolutely damn trolls. So
Isn't it fun we get to say that?
Well, you know, this reminds me again of a story. As you can see, they're marked on the back. And I think Thomas Dam had no clue that when he wrote Dam on his trolls, that what that meant in English. And as a small child, I remember my first troll. Everybody has a first troll story. My father opened the car door and threw it at me. And he was kind of a Rough Rider kind of a guy. It's a happy Hanukkah, Punk. So Punk had her first troll. I saw the face and I fell madly, madly in love. I mean, who couldn't love and adore this thing?
And then you got to say, I'm gonna play
I
with
did.
mine.
I would. I'd go over to my buddy Judy Green's house, and I'd go and I'd say, "Come on, Judy, let's play with our damn trolls." And I thought I was really getting away with something major here. So these are the little, approximately 3 inches tall.
Yeah, not counting the hair.
Not counting the hair. That Icelandic mohair takes up a lot of real estate. Glass eyes. A lot of them had cute little blush on them. Their little pudgy tummies. They were good luck. They were happy little trolls, and you don't have to be afraid of them.
Oh,
now most adults,
I like those.
Right, most adults that as a child that I met, oh, they're so ugly. But I looked and
No, they're cute.
just like
They're
a mother
really
with a
cute.
baby, I just thought they were gorgeous. They were just being, we would play with their hair and, do wonderful things to them.
But
So
some of these don't look like, I mean, they have different shaped bodies though.
that's right. Well, I tell you what, Thomas Dam was very, very inventive. And of course, also, I have to tell you, these trolls were taking off in Europe as well.
Ah.
They were in England being manufactured. They were in South Africa being manufactured, and Australia and the United States began manufacturing this troll.
All for Thomas Dam?
Well, that's where we get on with another story.
Okay,
But I'll
we'll
tell you
get
what,
to that.
we are absolutely going to get to that. And these are let me see if I can get another animal. He made a variety of wonderful animals. I only have a few here. He made turtles. He made donkeys and horses and all kinds of animals. And again, I'm giving you folks a taste of these trolls and all of the different ones that they made. But if you really want to, I'm telling you, every time I go on the internet and I dig around for Thomas Dam and for trolls, there are more, and I find out more information. So I'm giving you the beginning and a taste, and I encourage everybody greatly to look these up if you're interested and find out more, because they're a wonderful collectible, and we love having them around.
You know what else is fun about these is I don't think these are like gender specific. I mean, I can see little boys, little girls. Because sometimes little boys are, shamed for playing with dolls or something, which they shouldn't be. But these,
a little boy
no
could
problem.
feel perfectly happy, or any child, playing with these. And here it is, Dam Designs Patent.
Are these political?
You know what? They sure are. They handed these out in the 1960 to the Republican and Democratic National
How
Conventions.
egalitarian of them.
That's right. And how egalitarian of me. So you can pick your side.
Oh, let's hope someday.
Let's hope. Let's all join hands.
Kumbaya.
I know. And I'm telling you, I forgot to mention, or maybe I did, but I really need to emphasize the absolute takeoff that these trolls did in this country. It became a huge, huge deal. I think that in the mid-60s, they were second in sales to Barbie.
Wow. Oh, really?
Absolutely all sorts. This was a premium. This guy is a little pirate. So he steals
Look at his
booty.
earring.
He has an earring, and he has real blue eyes, which I find really neat. Not easy to find.
You said he's a premium?
He was a premium.
Oh,
He would
look.
go. There he is. He's
It's
a bank. So
Oh,
I
my
don't know
goodness.
I don't know how you fished out.
Oh, how do you fish out?
I don't know how
Do
you
you
fish.
pop?
You have
Does the head come off?
no, well, maybe at one time I did, but I wouldn't do it
No,
now.
no,
Well,
no.
you used to do the old knife trick. You'd put a butter knife in there. And
Oh my goodness! Once
try
the
to
money
get-
was in there, it was in there.
Well, once the money was, I was hoping maybe there was an old silver dime or something.
Nah.
But I didn't get that lucky. But these were a premium, and kids loved them. They're rather common. They're a lot more common than, say, a tailed troll. But keep your eyes peeled because
So
you never know.
it sounds like you could have a collectible market in trolls for almost any pocketbook.
Yes.
So anything from a
That's-
few dollars all up to hundreds of dollars.
That's right.
So that's wonderful because
And-
anybody could get a troll.
Anybody, that's what I'm saying. And the story continues.
So you're telling me about these trolls and
Yes.
Thomas Dam, and he's got this great idea and he's
Wonderful.
going gangbusters.
Yes, he is.
But it sounds to me like all of a sudden there's all these others being made, and what was going on with that?
It was a big damn problem. So I'd like to start off talking a little bit about imitators. And this was such a phenomenal thing, kind of like when one talked about Barbies, when one talked about any of the dolls, all of a sudden you began Belt and Bis that were imitating the French dolls. Imitators came on the road. And Thomas Dam said, well, why aren't I getting all of the rights to this? Now I went on the internet and there's a lot of lawyers speak, because one can even see on the internet lawsuits. You see, he sued Anita, and he sued a company called Scandia House out of Florida, which were making they called them the true trolls.
So this is Scandia House.
That's correct.
Huh?
And he wasn't getting money. He was not getting his due money. The Scandia House trolls, as you can see, they are not marked.
Oh, there's no mark on them at all? So how do you know it's Scandia House?
Well, the one big tell on these is they had wonderful colors of hair,
Yes.
but the best thing is they had plastic eyes, and the eyes came in a bevy of fantastic colors.
What about the hair? Did the hair color change too?
Well, the hair color was you still had the troll hair, but they had a lot more color to it.
This
had green,
feels like it's
pink.
still the real natural hair.
Yes, it's the mohair. It's the 1960s mohair, but the Scandia House created these trolls, and they were making money, and he wasn't getting any. He took them to court, and unfortunately, he lost. They said, you don't have the right to this name and to all of this money, and it became a free-for-all. He tried to fight them, and he wasn't terribly successful at the time in the 1960s.
Oh,
and
look at this one.
this is a great troll. This is an Anita product. It's the two-headed troll, which is as a collectible, they're still very collectible. The types, the troll type of
So
dolls.
this has orange eyes and blue eyes. Are they
Oh, yeah.
plastic or glass?
These are plastic.
And
These are plastic, and they were
oh, this
in
is
all
marked.
probability.
This one's
yes.
marked Unita.
Yeah, there it is. And they were also made in the 60s, and they are still very collectible. So people that come across these, here's another example here. I don't even know. Oh, this is what the collectors call the tab troll, because
Oh.
you see the tab but this is all we know about them.
So you don't know who made this
We don't even know
troll.
who made the tab troll, but they were still charming.
You know,
and
it almost
adorable.
looks like that was meant to be pierced so you could hang it on something.
That
But
I
don't
think
know.
that's a great idea. And who
Plastic
knows?
eyes, you think?
Plastic eyes.
But feels like it's the real.
It's the real. That's right. It still had the Icelandic sheep mohair.
But no idea who made it.
We just don't
Those
know.
eyes look different too.
Yes, so they look different. So you have to keep your eyes peeled. And then I know, Kathy, even you brought some trolls to
Well,
share.
I admit, I found a troll. Literally found a troll. So before I reveal it, I'll tell you the story. So we've owned our house for, I don't know, 25 or more years. And apparently the family that owned us before us, when their kids were little, they played with trolls in their backyard. And lo and behold, when I was gardening, I literally dug up this guy.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know who made him. He has a star in the back of his hand. And I decided that I would not clean him up. I left him, I didn't fix his hair. This is exactly how he came from the dirt, and it seems appropriate to a troll.
That's right. I mean, this is a troll. This is a,
Yeah.
Now he's actually later, he is marked made in China, which is also a tell indicating that he was probably made from the beginning of the 80s somewhere. Sometime in...
But he's so cute. Dirt and all.
He's charming, and he has a lot of character, and that's what I'm saying. You don't have to sit and hold out for the $400 troll. That there's still a lot of trolls. Here's this guy. That's another.
No problem.
I call it Anita. Some people call it Unita.
This one is
troll.
Unita.
There it is.
Doll.
Made in China. So he's pretty late as well. Another tell, as you can tell, the synthetic hair.
What is this symbol?
Wishnik.
Oh, I've heard
Which
that.
is really fun. That's a very fun name that they used.
So it's two horseshoes.
That's right.
That's their mark.
That's right. For the Wishnik
And this
troll.
is synthetic.
That's a synthetic hell. No animals were hurt.
And plastic.
To our knowledge,
eyes.
plastic
But this is a
eyes.
big one.
He's great. They made all kinds of sizes of trolls. They even made the original trolls. They made Igginormous. So look out for him. I think he's about 10 inches tall, and he came
What's
dressed.
the story on this one here?
That guy, he is another little knockoff, type troll.
Oh, so he's not an original damn troll either. He's another imitator.
He's an imitator.
Pink eyes, pink hair, and another
He's
bank.
another bank.
But look, they had the forethought with this one.
Right,
You
they
can
knew
get
how
your-
to.
you can
That's
get your
right.
money out.
Made in China, so there's your tell
Made
indicating
in
that
China.
he's later.
Yep. Oh, is there a date? This one says, I think it says 91.
There you go.
TNT. I think that's 91.
Probably even if you did a little digging, you could probably figure out the company.
And some kid has been, drawing on
Sure.
it. Sure, because
They
these
were
are
toys.
great play toys.
These are great play toys. So this is something. Look out.
So these are from like the 80s, 90s, or
this
60s.
one's- Yeah, 60s on these two.
60s,
and then
80s,
that's right,
90s.
60s on these three. And then these three are later, which is going to bring us into the next chapter.
So there's more in modern times
That's
coming
right.
up.
That's right.
Oh, I can't
the
wait.
Next chapter in troll collecting.
So I'm waiting here for BelleAnne to come and tell me some more about today's trolls. BelleAnne! Here she comes.
Hi guys. Well, hi there, Kathy. So good to see everybody today. We're again talking about trolls. We're talking, and this is a very serious subject matter. I just want everybody to understand.
Totally serious, sir.
That's right. Jameau brew trolls.
Absolutely.
Okay, so here we go. This is the next band of trolls and troll popularity that came into being starting in the early 80s onward. And these are everything from the Norfin troll, we can see here.
Oh, look,
Norfin means that this is from the Dam Company.
So when was this one made?
This one was probably made early 80s, early to mid 80s, and this was actually made in Denmark.
So this was for sale at Michael's, and it started out at $15.49. They marked it down to
they
$7.75.
marked it down, and it's holding another very, very famous troll, which really flooded the market. Everywhere you went were Russ trolls. So you had Norfin, and then you had also Russ, and Russ made trolls. If you can imagine a occupation, a sport, a fantasy troll.
Ooh.
They made them. This is the Thumbsucker. She's a good sized troll.
604.
Number 604. And let me see if we have any marks indicating. Thomas Dam, 1977 was when he came up with this. He was getting up there. Made in Denmark. Do watch your marks. So here she is. She's the famous Thumbsucker, and they came in a variety of hair colors and with, of course, Icelandic mohair. Then the company, let's see, no, this one is also, here is another one, Honey Bunch This is another newer troll
This
invention.
is a little one for Valentine's
She's
Day.
for Valentine's Day, and she's very pretty. And this one, it says made in Denmark as well. So do look for that. They made scads and oodles in different sizes, and the characters of them are absolutely
And there's a date,
wonderful.
1977.
Right. And it was a reemergence of the troll. So take a look at that. The company got so big, it did the same thing that many, many companies, including Madame Alexander and a lot of German companies and French companies, they went to China because it was easier to go ahead and cheaper to go ahead and create these en masse. So
But is that still a damn troll?
it certainly is.
Oh.
It says "Dam, made in China."
But this is now, is this synthetic?
Synthetic hair.
Is this one jointed?
This one, this is Grandma, and they made these dolls in several sizes. You could get them quite large. And this is she was all jointed.
She's fully jointed.
She is a true doll.
She's a gummer, isn't she?
She's a gummer, but we love her.
Oh, she's wonderful. She's so cute.
That's right. That's
Grandma.
right. And sadly, in the 1980s, Thomas Dam passed away. And before he died, he held his son's hand and he said, "I still have so many damn things in me." And he was creative till the end, and his children loved him and spoke very fondly of him. Also great information on the internet about that. These are the newer influx of trolls. And I will also tell you another thing. I'm going to interrupt myself here. These are the newest DreamWorks trolls that have come out. And finally, Thomas Dam has received the rights to Good Luck Troll and the troll name.
But are these damn trolls?
These are not damn trolls. These are DreamWorks trolls. Keep your eyes open because these were recently in stores and you can find them in secondhand in different thrift shops. And you know, it's one of these things, you blink and they're off the shelves.
These look like, wasn't there a troll movie?
There was a big troll movie. The little kids all know about it. I don't know how recently that movie came. It's like in the 2000s. And you could get all kinds of fabulous and wonderful different troll dolls. And these pretty much retain, if you take a look at the old trolls, they still have the same face shape. They still have the same nose.
Costumes are great on these.
The great costumes. Where's the one here she's a very fancy lady with the earrings and with the makeup and, you know, kind of a Kim Kardashian type of a troll. She's just a beauty. And these two, just like the original trolls, they're on the market and then they're gone.
So when you see them, if you're interested, get them.
If you see them, get them because one day, look at this big, wonderful guy. One day, these two will be collectible and somebody will be standing here talking about trolls of long ago. Because what were the other ones in the 1960s? They were toys for children.
Right.
Or a lot of adults, many adults loved and adored them.
Who made this one?
This is also a DreamWorks troll.
DreamWorks also. What?
Yeah.
It's a little symbol?
I don't know. There's some kind of a symbol. It's a little something that's going on. I don't know this because I know there's a story to these trolls, that there's cartoons and things.
Right,
so,
there are.
you know, the good trolls prevail.
This looks like a baby. Were there baby trolls?
Oh heavens, they made all kinds of trolls.
There they are.
They're newborn. These are some newborn Thomas Dam trolls made in the 1980s and 90s. And they're just adorable and precious. You put one in your desk at work.
Imitators.
These are not imitators.
So,
no,
and
there
those
it
were
is. Made in China.
1990s, you said?
And 1985
Oh,
on
1985,
this. That's
okay.
right. So, you know, as we
they
all
did
know, with these dates and patents, you can have the patent in 85, and it could have been manufactured in 93.
Yeah, it could have.
So we don't know about this.
Are these trolls?
These are actually, they are close enough that they're a troll knockoff. I think they're called Z, some kind of Z troll, because there was a Z on the back, and I looked
there
them
is
up
a Z.
at one time. And to me, these have a lot of the same components as the trolls. These are not a dam product. But I think people, again, you need to keep your eyes peeled.
These are
They're
fully
cute.
jointed too.
They're charming, you know, and they're poof. They're on the market, they're off the market.
They kind of look like little space alien trolls.
They kind of are. They're
trolls
kind of a little
from outer space.
Yes, a space kind of a. This one has bat wings.
Ooh.
You know. So this is the story. I hope that I've whetted your appetites to
So
learn
fun.
more. Yeah, to learn more and get involved when you see the troll. There indeed is a story about them and about their creator, who was a really wonderful, creative, and inventive man.
Well, thank you, BelleAnne. I really learned a lot. And now next time I see one at a thrift shop or an estate sale, I may just have to nab it.
A new respect for them.
Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button.